Welcome back to the English Podcast, everybody. Ready for another deep dive?
Always up for an interesting exploration.
I'm Vincent, and today we're tackling a topic I think we all can relate to, at least on some level: reading,
Oh, yes.
but not just the enjoyment aspect. You know, curling up with a good book or going deeper, looking at the unexpected ways reading can actually change us. You guys sent in some really fascinating articles about this, and yeah, I'm pretty excited to break it all down.
There's a lot more to reading than meets the eye, that's for sure.
Right. Like, I always knew reading was good for you. But some of these studies, one that really blew my mind was about twins, identical twins.
Oh, interesting. Genes and environment, everything the same.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And yet, the twin who became a strong reader early on, they ended up with a higher IQ, not just in, language skills,
Yeah.
but overall. How crazy is that?
It really does highlight the fact that intelligence isn't solely determined by our genes. It's malleable, something we can cultivate.
So reading, especially early on, is like building mental muscle.
You could say that. It's about forging those neural pathways that make all sorts of cognitive functions possible.
I like that analogy. Okay, this next one is fascinating to me. Reading can actually make you more empathetic.
There's a strong connection there, particularly with literary fiction.
Is that because we're sort of putting ourselves in someone else's shoes when we read?
Exactly. When we immerse ourselves in a character's inner world, their thoughts, emotions, struggles, we're activating those same emotional circuits in our own brains.
Wow. So reading a good novel is like empathy training.
You could think of it that way. It allows us to practice understanding and responding to the complex emotions of others.
I'm all for that. Sign me up.
Yeah,
Okay, and speaking of training, did one of these articles say that reading can actually lower your stress levels, like as effectively as yoga? I mean, come on.
it did. And it's not as outlandish as it sounds. Think about what happens when you really get lost in a book.
Well, I kind of forget about everything else.
Exactly. A captivating story provides an escape, a break from our own worries and stresses. It allows our minds to relax and recharge.
Okay, that makes a lot of sense.
Huh.
Okay, this last one is maybe the most mind-blowing of all.
Mhm.
Reading can actually change the structure of your brain, like not just temporarily. We're talking lasting changes to the wiring. Is that really true?
It's true. Studies have shown increased connectivity in the left temporal cortex. That's the language processing center of the brain, even after you finish reading.
Hold on. So reading is like a workout for my brain.
Precisely. It strengthens that area's ability to process information, to make connections, even to understand language more deeply.
So we've got boosting intelligence, increasing empathy, uh, lowering stress, and even rewiring our brains. I mean, reading really is a superpower.
It's a powerful tool, that's for sure. And that brings up an interesting question for our listeners. Knowing all this, how might you approach reading differently? What role could it play in your life beyond just entertainment?
That's a really great question. Something to think about, for sure. And hey, thanks for joining us for this deep dive into the world of reading. Don't forget to subscribe for more. We'll see you on the next one. Goodbye.
See ya.